Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Phriends Club Podcast. We are your hosts. My name is Fizz.
Oh, that you could have just carried on. That's
I
so
could,
good.
I know, but I was like, I broke pattern, and then I got in my head about it. Sorry, but we're back
Uh,
sooner than we are
we
usually
thought,
back. Hmm.
and my name is Charlotte.
Yeah, we're back. Hi.
I was gonna say we don't have to say we're back because we technically haven't been anywhere really, but I
That's
guess we've
true.
said it now.
I again patterns. Um, That's true. It's only been a couple of days since we last recorded,
It
and
has. We're so organised, guys. We're so organised.
let's go. Let's try to get. We've been 2 for 2, so let's hope for more regular recordings, uploads.
Absolute recordings and uploads,
Both.
and we've got both. We've got a treat for you today. It's a good video.
Mm. Those like we're finally. I was saying before we recorded, like this is a meaty, or it has the potential to be a meaty episode.
Yes. We've had, I think the past few sort of videos have been very what one could describe as loose joint content.
Yeah,
But we're back to what this podcast was born for. This is joint content in its truest form.
in its truest form, right? So we are back if you think about it. In a way, we are back.
Yes, we
But
are.
but okay, so we'll get right. I mean, before we get into that, we have a downfall update. Usually, sometimes like when we do record within the same week, they're a bit quiet, but they have actually uploaded a video this
They
week.
have. I liked how you said we have a Dan and Phil update as if we were like a news reporter and we'd just got breaking
Yes,
news.
yes, for the people who are, where the only source, you'll find out like 2 weeks later, I'm assuming, um, that they did
It's
upload a
just
video.
in.
That's just in
It's
on
just coming through my
Thursday.
headpiece right now that Dan and Phil did upload a video this week.
Like on Thursday, it's a Sunday now. I was shocked. I remember sending a text to my friend saying, "It's a Thursday. What are you doing uploading a video on a Thursday?"
I think
Um,
I thought that as well. I had like the footload vibes, like I could feel something in the air, and then they
mm,
did.
they do put out like very strong vibes these days. Um, but yeah, so they did their ridiculous video that they titled Dan Phil Have a Three Way, or Dan and Phil Three Way, Dan versus Phil, whatever.
Dan and
And then
Phil three-way table throwdown.
Table Throwdown. Thank you so much, Charlotte.
But Dan and Phil three-way sounds so much better.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it just? They always complain about being demonetized, but then they name these videos and then change it.
Exactly.
But they change it. They are very sneaky like that. Like they give us heart attacks and then they're like, just kidding.
Yeah, they renamed it then to Phil's a loser, desperate struggle battle. Um,
You say they. We
I
know
mean,
we know who we
yeah,
are.
yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. It was a good video though. Shame we're not talking about it today.
I know. Maybe in 2028. Yeah,
I
we're
hope you're still
talking.
listening then, guys. And we'll do a throwback to this episode and we'll be like, damn, do you remember 2025 when we talked about finally recording that episode? It's finally happening.
I know. No, but today's episode is all about. We're returning to a series. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we're doing Tumblr Tag 3, parentheses, with Dan, as if
We are.
this era of him explicitly telling us who he's doing the video with is so funny.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
uploaded
like, who
on.
else is it going to be with?
Exactly. Especially like a Tumblr Tag video as well. Like, who are you going to do it with Connor Franta? No.
Maybe. His new best
Maybe.
friend, Connor Franta.
I know. Since the last video. Um, yeah, so uploaded on the 3rd of October 2015, a week before Tapanoff was released, I believe.
Yes,
Tapanoff
a week
was.
before. They were in the run up to it because they were doing their little teasers from the book.
Yeah, on their own channels.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. I forgot about that. But yeah, that's what was happening. This is a fun video. This
It
is,
was a fun video.
yeah, it caused a lot of discourse, which we'll get into, but good video.
Yeah. I found some more information as well. They recorded it on the 28th of September. So very, again, a quick turnaround for them, which I think is just the way they've always worked.
Mm. Wait, how do you know that though? Was it on their screen or something?
Phil tweeted on the 28th of September, making another Tumblr Tag vid. If you've seen and made
Oh,
any weird, funny edits, cool art, or weird stuff you want me to see, tag it, hashtag hey Phil, look at this.
hey Phil, look at this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, right. He wouldn't have just done it without asking for stuff. Okay, so yeah, super quick. Like not even a full week, a few days.
No, real fast turnaround.
Nice. So it's not like 20 minutes or anything. It's about 11 and a bit minutes long, but still a lot of content in there. Like they were
It still felt like a very long video. Like when I was
it,
watching it for this, I was like, oh my god, this goes on forever.
I know it's because they were looking at so much stuff, I think. And they don't like I think with the fan Twitter videos, they spend a good amount of time on each thing, commenting on everything about the tweet. But with this one, they're kind of just like that was horrific. Anyway, on to the next one.
Yeah, some of these edits were a little bit weird. I think they wanted to look at them for as little time as possible.
It's so 2015 though, like all of the
Mm-hmm.
Photoshop edits are so off the dime.
So one of my first notes about this video was that Dan's hair looks perfect. I think you can tell he's just had a fresh haircut ready for tour to start.
Mm.
So the hair is looking particularly beautifully styled, and as is Phil's as well. They both look very presentable.
They do, funnily enough, my only comment, I also made a comment about hair, but Phil's, I said, oh God, no, I said, dear God, Phil's helmet of hair. It's very
It was
shiny.
very.
It's so helmety though. It's like so Lego piece, like not in a
Mm-hmm.
bad way. It's just, it was, I can't imagine him with hair that heavy looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
But yeah, you're right. I also didn't connect the dots that it was because they're going to go on tour soon. Um, but yeah, great hair. My first note was that Dan starts off by saying beauty, horror, creativity, inappropriate sexualness, and I think that's a precursor to the fan video intro that he does. Like, you guys are funny, creative, better than us at making content, or whatever he says. I like the consistency that hasn't changed. You know,
Mm-hmm. Very
and
well spotted. I didn't pick up on that.
yeah, I mean, I only picked it up because I watched it for this, but yeah, I was like,
Ah.
that's very familiar. I was like, whoa, yeah. Do you remember what the first thing was? I don't.
The first one was the Jurassic World edit of them as raptors and
It's a
Chris
dinosaur.
Pratt.
Soft launch, right?
Soft launch of them as dinosaurs.
No, no, because Phil says something about Chris Pratt. He was like,
Oh, he does. He just said something about Chris Pratt. I thought you meant like them together.
it's like soft launch of Phil Scaly. Actually, he's already. Actually, it's been. We found out about Phil Scaly truth in some other video in like a pin-off or something.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe it's a continuation of that, but it's soft launch of the gay, I think, for sure.
Yeah, there is lots of soft launch of the gay in this video.
I agree. Yeah.
The soft launch, I can't even say it. The soft launch of the gay is there for everyone with eyes to see it. Think about that.
Think about that for a second. Charlotte Dan Howie's 2025 philosopher.
The
um,
next edit is the one of Dan eating Phil's hair.
I have a note about that. Um,
Okay.
because they were like, "Oh, that's like a really weird edit," but then Dan said it's not that erotic,
I
and
made that note as well.
to me, that's him saying, "Hey guys, RPF is fine. Just like do it right." Because that's not sexy at all.
But the thing is, like, I don't know if it was supposed to be a sexy photo. I think like it was just a silly edit of Dan, like, obviously his mouth was open, like
Yeah,
eating Phil's hair or kissing him.
yeah. I think yeah, but it's very telling that he was like, oh, I think that was supposed to be sexy, and it isn't. Like I think it's very like I think he
Hmm.
had like I think he had Demon Fanny glasses on and he was looking at these edits. Just saying.
Oh no, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next edit, well, it wasn't an edit. It was just a photo. I think it was a book that was like, to
Amazing.
my amazing dad. And
Yeah.
then Phil was like, "Stop calling me dad."
It
And
was
then
a
he was like,
different
"Is
time,
it weird?"
man.
And he was
Yeah.
like, "Is it weirder calling me dad or son?" Like, that's crazy to me that there was a timeline when we called them son. Like, there is no way that I'm taking any parental responsibility for those two men.
Oh, small bean. That's where that comes from,
Yeah.
right? um, but it's so funny to me because we have several moments now of them referring to themselves as our dads. Like I
Hmm.
think "Dads on Holiday" is like one of the captions on their
Yeah.
literally. So how far we've come. I think it's an age thing. I think they
Honestly.
were very like young
Yeah.
at the time, so they were like, "We're not dads. We're not ready to be dads," but now they are.
Yeah. I mean, Dan literally says after this whole thing, he's like, "What role do we have in your lives?" And you will
Besides,
soon find out.
you will, yeah. um, yeah, that was like really really funny. And then there was like a bunch of edits where I was just like the Doge strong branding from Dan. Um, there was one bit. I think it was the Akinator stuff. And I just noted that when Dan says, "Wait, stop, is that the balloon that was in the background of our Dill whatever video?" The way he said it was so fake, which like confirmed to me that obviously they have scrolled through this before and picked out things beforehand.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't think I would have picked up on that 10 years ago, though.
No, that's so true. Like, because I mean, I think they're still obviously like being genuine and like reacting,
Mm-mm-mm.
but we see through the veil.
Yeah, it's very easy to now to differentiate. Like we always pick it up when we say things like, "Oh, that's very presenter Dan Phil," or "That's very
Hmm.
Dan's on fire," or "An amazing Phil." It's just experience. But I think back when you're in it, you don't really realize.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't really think that they're like that anymore. But it would be interesting to like watch the like Twitter React videos in another 10 years and see
Mm,
if we can pick up things like that.
yeah. Again, like one of those things where you we didn't get a lot of their real personalities in quotation marks. But in 2015, we thought like this is huge. They're opening up to us. Like 2015 was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a crazy year. We were like, how are they communicating this much with us and engaging with us this much? Um,
Hmm.
yeah.
One of the fan arts that you did miss out on was the one of them like touching foreheads and like Dan caressing Phil's nipple.
That game, oh no, that was the note I had next. It was like an edit or something, no? They were like, we have to
Yeah,
take
it was
better
an
pictures
edit.
for them. Yeah, we need to take better photos for them.
And
That was a
again,
crazy thing.
I find it so funny that like that their only like that their only reaction is to just critique it about how it's not correct.
That's what I'm saying. And it's so like, why are you talking about us in front of us? Like, we need to take better photos for them. Excuse me? Like, what? Also, I feel like I don't remember, but I feel like that edit was made by a friend and it was reposted. Like a friend of mine. Um,
Ooh,
at the time,
wow.
there's also another art that is made by an old friend. We will get to that, but it's kind of crazy that they were just like, we need to take better photos. Like we were just caressing. It's from a baking video or something. That was so
Yes.
funny.
Crazy boys. There's a couple of like anime art fan arts that they whiz through, and we get some lovely Dan and Phil anime impressions.
Oh God, I and you say
Incredible.
lovely. I was like, ugh, please stop. These white men
Um,
was like, actually, I have a note about the anime one where they were like, we're not that dreamy, but then you cut to now and you see like the art that they commissioned Usagi for. Usagi, yeah,
yes,
they're so dreamy.
they are. They're the dreamy anime boys they always wanted to be.
Yeah, exactly. So lots has changed in 10 years.
It absolutely has.
Mm.
Um, there's been some fun Pokemon card edits, which are like the most 2015 thing you've ever seen in your life.
Literally.
Phil's like special abilities are like potted plants and smiling.
Smiling, sunshine, and dances like memes.
Memes and dinosaurs.
So dinosaurs was outdated even then, I feel like.
Oh yeah,
No
I feel
offense
like dinosaurs without.
to dinosaurs was like 2012, not 2015. No?
Yeah, definitely more like 2012.
Yeah. The bank card, there was someone who had them at their
The
bank card.
bank card. That was a crazy thing that you could do. I feel like they sort of that was like such a fun gimmicky thing that banks did. I don't think you can do that. I don't know if you can do that anymore still with
Anymore.
your bank cards. No, but yeah, someone put a photo. It was an awful photo of Dan and Phil as well. It's just like they're pulling these stupid faces on their bank cards.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But
Fannies are crazy.
it's literally, and also, but it did remind me of like Danful SIM card era.
Ah, yes.
Not that anyone can see your SIM card, but the whole
And their
branding.
face wasn't on that either.
Oh,
So
fair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, like that was like a crazy. I wish we could still do it. Like that's so camp. Um, isn't it
I'd
like
put
who would
I'd
you
have a photo of Sister Daniel.
want? That's a good one. I would have like maybe one of the holiday pictures. Yeah,
Oh, that's cute.
maybe the one
So
like
you can
so you
so
can.
you feel guilty every time you're spending money because you're not spending it on them so that they can go on luxury holidays.
I have not spent money on Danfil in a long time. Like it's not happened. So I have no guilt about that. But
Okay.
yeah. It's just I just give
Um
them AdSense money. That's all.
I loved Phil's quote about that as well. He said, "I'm just imagining myself going into a slot now,"
Into a
and
slot
he sort of like looks across to Dan to like see what Dan's reaction is because he knows that he said something like
inappropriate.
innuendo-y,
Yeah.
but he's like trying to play it off and see what Dan says, and then Dan's like ha 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 and other sentences by Phil.
Yeah, I love the and other sentences said by Phil or by Phil. Um that was a great like quote. I think it was someone's. I remember when we had like really um detailed tagging systems on Tumblr. I feel like that was someone's innuendo tag or their gaming channel tag or something like that. Like and other
That's fun.
sentences by Phil. Yeah, it's really fun. We should bring that back.
Bring back intricate tagging systems on Tumblr.
Literally it would I would let's just start it. Let's just do it ourselves. Okay, so the next one, and this is where the discourse comes in, I think, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so there's this art of Dan. It's like BDSM art, just FYI, and it's Dan
yeah,
like tied up and like fully naked, like you. It's detailed NSFW art, and they blur it, but then they're clearly very horrified by it, and it's also reposted. So it was someone's art that someone else reposted, and like it's very clear because the person's URL is on there, and it's clearly something. And this is, I think, someone I knew personally. I'm not sure if we were close or anything, but I did know this artist. And the thing about like art like this and also fan fiction is that it is never supposed to be for Danville to look at the time, right? We had the separation of shippy stuff should never go in their Tumblr tags. It should be on #fan. That has changed, obviously. Like now they tag things as fan. But back in the day, like stuff, especially stuff like this, it was like an unspoken thing. Like you just don't put it on the tag because that's how this works. That's how we have fun, and they also live their lives. So what's fun is that I found my tweets where I'm just like replying to people being like, this was wrong. And the artist feels bad. Actually, the artist deactivated their account because they felt so bad.
oh,
Uh,
I'm not surprised. That is awful.
yeah, exactly. Like, I'm trying to think, like, imagine if your art or like your fic was read by them and they were
No, thank you.
horrified by it. Like, the reaction is that they were very taken aback and like weird about it. Even though Dan
It
replied to
is,
someone, yeah, go ahead. While I
yeah, it is very bizarre because, like, I suppose that they've always been so respectful of their audience and like whatever we create. So I do wonder why they had such like a visceral reaction against it and then still chose to keep it in the video. Like,
yeah,
I
that's
feel
what,
like
well, yeah,
maybe they should have cut it
cut
out completely.
I agree. I
But
agree.
then there's also the other argument, like if they weren't okay with us making this, they wouldn't have left that edit in, and they would have made more of a statement of saying,
Don't do
please
that.
don't do this ever again. Yeah, but they didn't. They just had a very strong reaction towards it, which maybe people have implied that that means that they hate it and we shouldn't do it. But yeah, it's a bit of a grey area, really, I think.
Yeah, I agree, and that because it's such a gray area, that's why there's this whole thing of, well, don't put it where they can see it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Um. Like they say it now as well. Like they really hate the fact that Twitter shows them tweets about them, and they're like, we're not supposed to see that. We are not supposed to be looking at your. I'm sure they get like edits and like fan fiction and like fan art all the time on their FYP, and they can scroll past it. They're grown adults, but back in the day, they were still like figure it out, I guess. So they were like, maybe not. But yes, I think so. Dan replied to someone. I think someone was like, hey, this was a repost, and you know, like you weren't meant to see that. And he's like, oh, I thought something like that might happen, but like, don't worry, we weren't. Like, like it's okay. Um, like there's nothing to be ashamed of or whatever. And yeah, so very interesting. I like that he replied to someone about it, I guess. Like that's weird. They don't usually do that. They like upload a video and then go away. Back in the day, I meant.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah, they did. But yeah, I found my tweets about it, and I was just like, well, I found one of my tweets was like too much drama, time to leave, but I couldn't remember what the drama was about. And then
It
when
must have
you
been
messaged
this.
me, yeah, it obviously
Mm.
would have been when you messaged me with it. I was like, oh, that's obviously what the drama was about.
Damn. You know what my tweet was? I said after all of that, I said, anyway, I have an exam tomorrow. Good night.
Just over and out.
Yeah, it's very funny to me that I was engaging in this much because I'm not the kind of person who does that. So
Yeah,
it's very funny to me that I was just like, let me speak my mind on it. I think because I knew the artist, I was a bit like,
yeah, got to be a
this
bit
is like,
defensive.
yeah, this is pissing me off. Um, but yeah.
I was reading through the comments on the video, and I found some comments which I found this one comment that I had to screenshot because it made me laugh a little bit. And I thought, I assumed that the majority of what they're saying was about this art in particular.
Hmm.
So it was someone who said, watching this in 2024, and I'm like, no wonder Dan had to leave the internet for a few years. Some of this stuff is weird. And I'm
Ugh.
like, I mean, first off, he didn't leave the internet because someone posted, like, not safe for work art of him. Like, that's not the
Yeah,
reason that he left. And
yeah.
then it had two replies from different people. One of the ones was saying exactly what I'm thinking. The boundaries were violated like crazy. And then somebody else responded 4 months ago. This only scratches the surface of what it was like back then. People contacted Dan's family, camped outside Dan and Phil's flat, etc. It must have been so horrible for them both. And I read this, literally, I found this comment like 10 minutes ago, and I
Mm.
read it. And I was like, I don't think you can compare people stalking where Dan and Phil live to someone on the internet drawing a naked picture of them. Like, I don't think that
Those are
those are the
not the
same
same.
thing.
They are really not the same thing. That's so funny, but also just like so frustrating as well because how can you be this unaware?
And to say all
Uh,
of that in like 2025 and 2024 as well, like that's not even like those comments were made like 10 years ago. Like they're recent, they're the past 6 months.
yeah, it's the same thing as outsiders being like, didn't RPF ruin Dan Phil's relationship? And it's like, where? They have a
Yeah, show
house.
me where.
Show me where. It made their career. Like,
I'm
I
writing
joke that like
RPF
Dan Phil
about them
owed.
living in their house.
Like, so funny. Okay, I found the exact thing he said. Sorry. He said, okay, so someone said you should appreciate bondage drawings as just another form of art. And then someone else said something, but their tweet is deleted. So he said, I said that might happen. It's a shame. But no need to be upset or delete anything. We were just being funny. I'm flattered, really. I'm sure he was. I think in his little gay
Yeah.
head, he was like, this is
He's like,
excellent. This is
give me
awesome.
more.
Yeah, exactly. But he can't say that because, again, like, he's an amazing Phil. He's like, I'm surprised they put it on Amazing Phil because I guess they weren't doing Dan Tumblr Tag.
Yeah, maybe it's because they like blurred it out.
Mm, but yeah, I mean, they were like, they started making jokes about it, so it's okay. They were like, "Oh, is it Shrek? Like, who is it?" Saying because there was a dialogue that was like, "Be a good boy" or something.
Yeah, that
Um,
was.
but there was no explicit thing of like that's Phil. So they're like, "Is it Shrek?" Like, you can come up with it, guys, and then they moved on.
Anyway, let's move on from that. And there's the next one that they look at is someone has posted their photos of the Dan and Phil merch that they bought from the Dan and Phil shop. And Phil like literally looks at the camera and he's like, there are some lovely bags on Dan and Phil shop. And I'm just like, capital Leicester, hard at work for the grind. He wants that money.
He does a week before tapping off, and he's like, "By the way, our show, no, sorry, our shop." Mm,
Buy bags from us, please.
that's a great bag. I've heard it's a great bag. Mm,
Yes, I have too. I'm really sad that I'd never got one of them.
yeah.
Heartbroken.
They still use it. I mean, I don't think they do anymore, but they did for years and years and years.
Yeah, I know Dan still used his as well that he sold on his website, the all black one with the patches. I know that he still used that up until recently.
Amazing. So they must be good.
Must
We
be.
would we wouldn't know. Um, I don't know if there's anything after that, but the next note I have is about the whiskers edit. Like, um,
Mm-hmm.
right. So there's an edit of either both of them or just Dan with the cat whiskers, but the whiskers
It's
are
just Dan,
whisked.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The whiskers
Mm-hmm.
are just whisked. And then Dan's kind of just like, I just realized that the word whiskers has whisk in it. And I just want to know, was he really horrified by that video that he watched? And like, or is he playing it up at this point?
I feel like he's playing it up because I suppose like it is a little bit of fun to because it was a horrifying video and like their reaction in that video
Mm,
was
mm,
intense. So I feel like he's playing it up a little bit.
okay.
But
Right.
then it's just one of those weird things because he played it up and then it became like a Dan meme.
Yeah, exactly. And I think 2015 is when I don't think it was a top 10 meme of 2015, but um,
No.
he started collecting them in this year. Um, what I will say that I love that is part of Dan's branding because I think I think they get an edit. Actually, they okay in between they get a few edits of people holding Tabnov, and they're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh yeah, that's happening in a week. We're excited or whatever. And then after that, there's a painting of Dan, of like in
Oh,
Starry
the
Night.
Starry Night.
Yeah,
Yes, so good.
so good. And then they notice like there's bits of Dan's branding everywhere. Like the moon is I think a doge, and there's like Kermit. What is it? It's not Kermit. The frog.
What frog?
The frog. The ugly frog. What's it called? The
Oh, the
new
Pepe.
Pepe. Oh my god.
Kermit, wow. Muppet slander.
I'm so sorry to Kermit. Kermit is a very handsome frog. I don't know why I said that. There is just so
A
many
handsome
frogs.
frog.
He's not like Pepe. Um,
Do you have a crush on Kermit the Frog, Fizz?
I really don't. Miss Piggy though, hey,
She's a stunning woman. She's gorgeous.
she's gorgeous. Um, sorry, but there is like a Haru bit in that
Yeah.
edit, and I do love that Haru is part of dance branding. It's so gay, like it's so good. especially because it's so subtle, and I think you only know it if you watch his live shows and you watch his, yeah, only his live shows are there.
Yes.
Yeah, because Roast Yourself comes in 2016, where he has the pillow.
Yes. Some underground Dan lore.
Mm. Yeah.
So I just sort of did like a quick fire of some of the edits that they did.
Okay.
There's a Dan and Brendan Urie edit.
Yeah. Remember
Someone
Brendan
merged their
Urie?
face. He's not dead. He's still alive.
I mean, has anyone seen him? I'm kidding.
So true. Oh my god. Conspiracy theory.
I'm eating, so like, go ahead, speak.
Fizz is just using this podcast as her opportunity to have a snack. There's an edit, like you said, of the Pope holding Tabern off. The haircut edit. Let us talk about the haircut edit. So someone did an edit of them with like fancy, fashionable hairstyles and like edited their faces onto these models, and they got these clothes. Dan's hair, he's got some sort of weird mohawk going on,
Yeah.
but Phil has the quiff. He has the quiff, and he's like, "Oh God, imagine if my hair looked like that." And I'm like, "It will look like that so soon."
Is it so soon? It's like, it takes a while.
2018. 2018. So we've got like 3 years left of emo fringe.
So yeah, literally, like, inshallah, it's gonna happen. Oh, sorry. But no, seriously, but it's a lot more dramatic than his quiff. But like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, you don't have to
But
imagine
it's
it.
so, but it's
Yeah.
so funny that like that's his reaction. It's like that's gonna be your hair soon.
And he said that as if he didn't, like, because Festive Day in the Life had him with like a little bit of a quiff. So like, naturally his
It
hair
did.
does, he does push his hair back. So it's very funny to me that he was like, imagine if my hair looked like that. But it will. You're
Crazy.
right.
It
Yeah.
will. There's an edit of Dan as a goose and Phil as the moon. Because why not?
Why not? I tried
It's
to remember.
2015.
I
Why
don't
not?
remember if it was like a quote or something that they might have said, and someone was like, you know what? I'm gonna make that, but I can't remember.
I don't. I think that was just the lol random humor of 2015 Tumblr.
Yeah. Shout out to the teenager that did that on Photoshop.
Incredible.
Probably.
There's then another edit of like it's a photo of Phil, but he's got blonde hair, and he's like, "Oh my god, blonde Phil!" And I'm like, "We're just predicting all the Phil's hairstyles in this video."
Literally. Are there any more? My general note on this is that I love the bad edits. Just a general opinion. They make me laugh.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the one of Dan as an orange. So, for context, for people that don't remember, Dan went to. Oh, we're going to have to go back. So, Dan and Phil worked at BBC Radio 1. Every year, BBC Radio 1 do their own festival called the Big Weekend, and they go to a different city in the UK every single year to do it. And I think this one was in Glasgow, if I remember correctly. Phil was ill, so Dan had to go by himself, and there are photos of Dan at the side of the stage while One Direction are performing, eating a little satsuma. And it was big. It was huge news in the fandom. Dan eats oranges. That's so good for him. I'm glad he's not going to get scurvy. But it was crazy. It was like, oh my god, here's Harry Styles, and there's Dan is not on fire in the background, nibbling on a little orange segment. So I
Yeah.
presume that that's where this edit came from. It's basically just an edit of Dan, but every one of his features is like a slice of orange, and they were both absolutely horrified by it. But I love that Phil's first comment or thought was, what noise would he make?
As it's a very Phil thing to ask.
Yes.
But it's like a continuation of the Dan and Harry lore, if you're into Dari at all.
Who isn't into Dari?
Who isn't? That's true.
We should all be into Dari.
Literally, I was really into it as a directioner. Like, yeah, I was like, please be friends. Um, so after that, there was the
There's
art.
some.
Art,
What was the art?
the family art. Is that?
Oh, yes. The
Mm,
family art.
it was very cute. I think that was also reposted. Respect
Yes, that
artists, you
definitely was.
guys. Like, don't repost art.
No, don't. I think they've gotten better at people have gotten better at that, but still.
Yeah. Not in 2015. We had no morals.
No. There's some lovely horse edits.
Oh yeah,
So Dan and Phil went
that comes later. That comes after though. In my notes, I also have the
in
horse.
your notes. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. My only note about the fan. It's a very sweet like art of both of them under the Phil bed sheet, the Phil bed sheet,
Yes.
with a little
The
like
Fed
kid.
sheets.
Yeah, with a little
Mm-hmm.
kid. But it's not Dill. It's just like a child.
Yeah.
And it's very
Dad era.
cute. Yeah, it's very cute. But I'm really sad that they found it a bit weird. But also, again, it wasn't for him to see. It wasn't for his eyes. So I was like, that's okay. But they wouldn't do that now, which is fun.
No, I think if they were to react to art like that now, they'd be like, "Oh,
Oh, that's
there would be there would be some critique as to their like parenting styles and wow, you really think that we'd have a child that would look like this? They'd have Phil's blue eyes and Dan's brown curly hair,
oh my god.
and we
Um,
wouldn't still have the same bed sheets. We would have bought them, the child, better bed sheets."
better bed sheets, the lesbian ones. Uh, like their child is a he/him lesbian in my heart. I just decided that. I don't know why I said in my heart. I just said that without thinking. But now I
Wow,
believe it. Now it's part of my belief system.
I
Um,
respect that.
Thank you. But yeah, so after that we come to the horse edits.
Yeah, so Dan and Phil went to feed horses, and then someone edited their faces onto horses, the horse faces onto their heads. It was all very bizarre, all very random. Um, and I think Dan says something, and then Phil says in response, "Oh, I'd feed you oats every day," and like holds out his hand for Dan to like nibble the oats on.
Just an insane thing to happen in front of our eyes. Like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? It's a very now thing to happen.
Yes, Dan Phil horse roleplay.
Was this before Horse Prince? Who knows? So many things.
Maybe horse prints. They should play that again. That was fun.
That was fun. They should again like these are games they should play now that they're gay. Um, I said this last week, like last episode as well, because they were straight then, so they should play it
they,
again.
they should. We should tweet them and be like, "These are a list of games that you should play again now that you're gay." Thank you.
Thank
They've
you.
done Heartthrob. Why not more?
I know they should make it a little series like now that we're gay or something more creative than that.
And something not quite as politically incorrect because they were always gay.
Oh yeah. Not maybe not use an inside joke like that. Yeah. What's the next thing? Is it art again? Like fill in a skirt. Give us a tour.
Phil in the skirt. He's in the little kilt. Yes.
Yes. Remember when the kilt thing happened? We were like, whoa.
Crazy behavior. They should wear
Crazy.
kilts again.
Again, like, yeah, make them go to. Is it Scotland that has the kilt?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, like they should go to Scotland, wear kilts, play bagpipes. The BBC made them do some insane stuff. Like they were just doing anything. Um, yeah. So Phil in a skirt, that was great. We see Phil in a skirt again in viewers pick my outfits too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Always in the skirt.
always.
Oh, someone is very angry outside your
Someone
house.
is so mad. It's like 10:40 p.m. and they're like, "I need to park." I hope they find parking. But
The next note I have is about someone who dressed up as Dill to meet Hayley Atwell.
is that again that tone that he uses? He's like, "Is that Captain? No, not Captain Marvel.
Agent Carter.
Agent Carter." Sorry, I'm a Marvel fan. I don't remember. Agent Carter. Yeah, she's so pretty.
She's very pretty. And
I
yeah,
think-
someone dressed up as Dill and met her. Crazy. I wonder what that conversation was like. I wonder if she was like, "Oh, who are you?"
like, who are you dressed like? Is that a Marvel character that I don't know? Yeah.
And she's like, "No, I'm Dill Halter."
She's like, all right, okay, whatever that means.
Crazy.
Crazy. They were such a huge part of culture because I think this must have been like Comic Con or something, and Dan and Phil aren't Comic Con people. But
No.
then someone just dressed up as their sim and went to Comic Con.
Why and why the heck not?
Why the hell not? Yeah. Um, he says, "What can I say?" I have no idea what the context is, but I do have "What can I say?" written in all caps in my notes.
Oh, I
Danny.
don't remember the context of that, but Dan obviously would have said that at some point because we know that
Yeah,
that's his favourite catchphrase.
yeah. But it's been that for like 10 years, and we just made him notice it, which is so sad.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lovely edit of Phil with Nick Jonas's face shape, and he looks absolutely horrifying. It looks so terrifying and scary. But we then get a lovely quote from Dan who says, "Dick would have cuter children."
Ugh, again, soft launch.
Soft lunch. Hashtag Dick.
Hashtag dick. It's so crazy that we've reached October 2015 because it feels like we just talked about dick. No?
We did, yeah. I mean, I suppose because in the context of joint videos, they're very spread apart. So
I
it was literally like a couple of months ago for us, but
Fair enough, yeah.
lifetime ago for them.
Yeah. Um and then I think at this point he like Dan is reaching his limit because he keeps saying that I'm reaching my limit. It's getting
Yes,
worse.
I remember him saying that about the orange edit.
Oh yeah. But we're only like 2/3 into the video at this point. There's still like a lot left. Again, they went through so much in this one video.
They did. They really quick fired their way through a lot of art and edits.
And edits, yeah. Mm, is the next one Dan Ginger? Because I have a note about that.
Yeah, I also made a note about that.
Oh.
Someone edited Dan with ginger hair and freckles, and Dan like lost his mind because he loves ginger people and he wants to put them in his pocket, put them in a bag.
Yeah, he gets like very aggressive, like he gets like cuteness aggression about it. He's like, I
Yes,
love ginger people and the freckled faces. I made a note. So my note was like, why do I feel like this was the origin of us coming up with the twins? No?
maybe. I don't
I
know. Are the twins ginger?
Yes, that's their whole
Are
thing.
they?
Like they yeah.
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know that at all.
Fake fan, fake author.
For context, if you haven't listened to any of our other episodes, me and Fizz used to write lots of fics together, and we created two pretend children that Dan and Phil had in their fics,
Adopted.
who were some lovely adopted twin boys. I don't remember them having ginger hair. I must have blocked that from my memory.
That is so funny because I feel like you were the one who was like, we should make them ginger. Um,
Oh, maybe I was. I wish we could find our old conversations, but I fear they are lost in the void.
they are way too far behind for us to get. Yeah. Um, but I'm just gonna accept that as reality. You don't have to, but I will.
Okay. I can see that though. I can see ginger twins, yeah.
Yeah. Ginger twins, Simon and Sebastian.
There's some other edits that they do, and I can't remember what they're reacting to, but like they're talking about that they should be like proud that we create such amazing things. And Dan is like, "Oh, we should be so proud of our crop. You're all our like referring to us, we're the crop. And you're all like our lovely harvest."
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a nice little sort of nod to like a similar sentimentality to stuff that they've said recently, especially with like tit and everything like that.
Yeah.
That they do appreciate what we do, even if we are editing Dan into an orange.
Yes, exactly. I think they're very appreciative of everything that I mean, and they show it. Like even Dabnov has a spread of like what they had like really cool art and then like really weird edits. Do you remember that page?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Yes,
Um, and then I think there was like a bunch. I think there was a photo set of someone with their masks on from Danville Shop.
yes. And they were like, "Why did we make these?"
They were god tier. Like, thank you for making them. They were so good. They were so funny. Um, and then the Pooh Bear. I think Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, that one's so sad and emotional. Oh,
Oh, but then Dan like did this to himself by
he
again
did.
making it a part of his branding. So we were like, okay, so now you're Christopher Robin. There's nothing else we can do.
So emotional. He got like so like teary over that as well.
Yeah, like genuinely, he was like, "Oh my god."
So the only notes that I have left, I think there might be some others, but I feel like this is a big one. They hit play on a sad fan edit video,
And
and
Phil's
they're
like,
watching
"You."
it. No, they're watching it so intently, and their faces are like so close together.
Oh my god.
And it's the saddest song in the world, "To Build a Home," by this, what are they called? Something orchestra. Can't remember. It's such a sad song. You will know it. Everyone listening to this
Everyone
podcast
knows this.
will have heard this song.
Yes, yeah.
But they're watching it so intently, and it starts off with this like black and white shot of them from like pin off 4, and then Phil just turns to Dan and he's like, "You're remembering me because I died."
Because I died. And then they have the
Uh,
little thing of like, "Why is Phil always the one who's dying?" Um,
but I made
this,
a note. I feel like Phil saying that is it's such a Phil thing. I feel like he would say that now. Like if they
yeah,
were to watch something,
yes,
he would
I
like I
agree.
could picture current Phil saying that.
I agree. I think he said it in a way that's like very current Phil as well. Um, but it's just so funny to me. I think we all just liked. I think Dan makes a better sad person, and again, this is because of how he portrayed himself on the internet. He was like,
Oh yeah,
I'm a sad existential person who doesn't care about anything." So like, it's easier to make him the sad person who's grieving, and easier to kill off Bill. I've never done it, but
well,
yeah.
obviously those who have.
Well,
And I think we've spoken about this before as well because we've talked about fanfic and all of that like culture and stuff. I think that because there was this sort of narrative within the fandom that like Phil saved Dan, and we
oh,
know how sort of sad like Dan's like childhood growing up was, and
mm,
bits like that. That there was this narrative that he met Phil and Phil was his savior and his guardian angel, and it's much more like heart wrenching to take Phil away from that situation and be like,
exactly.
oh my god, how would Dan cope all by himself? How would he
Ex-
live?
exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yes, we have talked about this. Um, it's just fun storytelling. Like,
It is.
it's more interesting. But like, I would now like to read slash write Dan dying and seeing how Phil copes with it, because now we know more.
I Yeah, I don't think I've ever read a fic where one of them have died.
Same. I
Maybe
wouldn't do
like
that to
one or
myself.
two. No, 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 no. I think the furthest I've gotten is there was like a really popular Amnesia AU. I think I read that, and that is like just as sad.
Oh, I wouldn't make Amnesia sad though. Like if I wrote it, I would make it super funny. Because forgetting stuff, like I would make it very rom-commy, like trying to rebuild a relationship, etc.
Yeah, I think this one was a bit sad though.
Damn, we love the
Do
sad
you
fan
do you
fiction.
remember the fic? Do you remember the fic? If Lost returned to Phil?
Of course, that was like, oh my god, I love If Lost Returned to Phil. It was the first fanfiction I read by this person, and we are still friends. Like we are mutuals on everything. Um, Shell, shout out to Shell. I don't think they listen to this, but that's Mr. to You on Tumblr.
They should. They should listen to
They
it.
should listen to the pod. I will DM them being like, hey, we mentioned you if you want to listen. But if you haven't read If Lost Returned to Phil, please read it. It's so good. It's like not a time travel, like an alternate universe wake up.
Yeah, an alternate timeline kind of one. I
Mm,
kind of want to reread that again. I'm gonna add it. I've literally just added it to my mark for later.
nice, nice. I might
I mean,
do.
just as a note, guys, you do have to be an AO3 user to read it because they've locked it and privated it.
Oh yeah, because of all the nonsense AO3 is doing. It might also be on Tumblr if they haven't deleted it. I will check later. But it was originally on Tumblr and then they imported to AO3. But if you can find it, please read it. It's such a, and also Shell is like a very good writer. So you should
And they're
read
writing
all.
fics again now.
They are? Why don't I know that?
Yeah, yeah, they do. They've written some new stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
that's true. Yeah, I read it. Yeah. Okay. I have terrible memory. I'm sorry. My brain is dying.
they've written
um,
some really good new stuff.
there you go. We love That's Mr. to You.
Oh, there's so many as well that I haven't read. Oh god, I'm gonna have to update. I haven't read any fic in ages.
Same.
So hard to keep up.
It is. And also, I'm writing a lot more. I write for K pop fandom now.
Boo.
Hey, it's great fic. You should try and read it. It's really good. And I'm in like fic fest hell. I have like 2 fests that I'm writing for.
Oh
It
my
was
god, she's crazy.
it was easier for Dan and Phil because all we had was the Big Bang.
Oh, do you remember Big Bangs?
I
Bring them
l-
back.
I love the Big Bang. Can someone bring back the fan of Big Bang, because I met so many amazing like writers and artists from
That was
that.
so much fun. I think I did 2 Big Bangs. I think I like baited
Whoa.
for one and then wrote in one.
I remember because I didn't officially read for you, but I think I did
You did, yeah. You
because
were
I
always going to read.
yeah, literally like we would be the first people to show, and we still are
Yeah,
in the Danville. Obviously, I'm not showing Charlotte my K-pop fic. She's welcome to read it, but I'm not showing it
I'm
to
okay, thank you.
her.
No,
No, but if we're writing Danville fic, we're usually the first people to read each other's stuff.
we are.
Hmm. But yeah, that's so fun. Also, yeah, we should bring back fic fests, involve writers and artists. God.
I just feel like there isn't the community there of like fic writing. I mean, I think there still like is little bits of it, but I suppose when these Big Bangs were happening, like a lot of the people writing in them were like younger, so I suppose had more time to fic write, and now we're all old and have like full-time jobs. And where is the time to write fic?
That's interesting. I would agree because yes, the people participating probably younger, but the organizers, like the mods of the Fic Fest, the writer we were just talking about was one of the mods, and a bunch of other people as well. Like they were like fully grown adults. So mods, I think, if you can find the time in your adult life to do it, you should. I don't have the organizational skills for it, but I think it would be really fun. But again, I think you're right. I think the community is a bit scattered. I think there
Yeah,
are writers, but they're not friends with each other, you know?
yeah, and I think it's just a bit more like tight knit. But no, Big Bangs are so good.
Hmm. Really good. Yeah.
We're coming to the end of the video now. We do finish off with an excellent rap about Dill Halter that someone made, which Dan and Phil loved, and they were like, "You should be the successor to our YouTube channel."
They will live like take our gaming channel. But that's again like that's another thing there where you see where they're so appreciative of how creative people are. And
Mm-hmm.
they're kind of in awe of how people can come up with stuff just based on things that they do and say.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it's nice. Yeah. What I love after that is Phil goes, speaking of creativity, and then he pulls out Daffodils.
I
And
literally wrote that as my last note. I was like,
so
"The
it's,
book's on, of course."
yeah, well, yes, it's like a week away. They have to do it at this point. But I said that we have better segues than that. Like we've done better segues than
Wow,
that. I'm coming for
we've
you,
done
Isabel.
better. We've done better, and also much worse.
Oh well, yes, but I think it's a very average segue. It's
Yeah,
decent. It's decent. I'll give Phil like a 5, like a 6 on 10 for it. Harsh, I think, but um, but yeah. So they do their fic. Sorry, not their fic. Their fic spawn. They do.
I mean there is fic in
There's
there, so
fic. There's fic in Davenport. They do their Tapno spawn. Mm, I think that's the end. Then they say
and
thank
that
you,
is the end of the video. Yeah, um, they tell people to buy tickets. They tell people to buy the book, and then they're gone.
and then they're gone. Such a good
So
video.
that brings. It was a very good Tumblr Tag video. There was a real good mixture of actual good things, some horrifying things, and some classic 2015 lol random edits in there as well for good measure.
Yes. And I think this is the last one that they do, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I
No?
think it was.
Is there a
Oh no,
fourth
there's
one?
one more. I think
Oh,
there might be one more.
okay.
I'm gonna double check.
I feel like
I'm
you're
gonna
right.
double check.
I feel like you're
But I
right.
feel like there isn't. And maybe I've made it up. Let's have a look.
I said there isn't because I was like, oh, maybe the discourse stopped them from
No,
finishing.
yeah, that is. is the last one.
Okay, that makes sense. I think too many people told them that there were art reposts and stuff like that, so they were like, maybe we stop it. Um,
Crazy.
Crazy. I'm glad they stopped it. I'm glad they're doing fan Twitter now. It's like a really
Yes.
good like successor to what this was.
I feel like it's a fun video, but like, I mean, once you've done one, they're all sort of basically the same, aren't they? Like, it's going to be the same sort of stuff that they're just going to be reacting to.
Exactly. And then it becomes like I think they were also pin off was like a really good way to reference things in their lives as well. So it would be like a double thing of while we're doing the Tumblr tag and reacting to memes about us, and then we're doing pin off and reacting to things about us, or like it's not reacting exactly, but you know what I mean. Like we're referencing our lore in two
Yeah,
different
yeah.
ways, and we don't have to do that. Um, but yeah, this video I will say before we get to ratings and rankings, I want to talk about the tweet that we had found earlier. One, I want to note that I looked at the tweet that Phil Twote promoting the video, and it had 12,000 retweets. Again, just
Wow.
like I know, it's just like it's hard for them to hit like 1,000 with their promotion tweets these days. No, maybe it's gone up now. I don't know, but
Maybe. Shall I have a look at what their most recent video?
let's do it.
Their most recent video has got 426 retweets.
That's crazy. The 3-way video.
Yeah, and that's quote tweets and just normal standard retweets.
See what I mean? Like 2015, 2016, like they were everywhere, genuinely everywhere. 12,000
You can't.
retweets for just like
Does it show the views or not? Because that wasn't in place then.
oh, I can tell you. Uh, if it
I feel like it
opens.
won't.
If it opens. Hey. Ugh. No, it won't tell me now. But it probably had like over 100,000.
Because it was an old one.
Oh
It
damn.
doesn't
Okay.
show views because it was an old tweet. Yeah, 12,000 retweets compared to the 400. Damn. What happened to Dan and Phil, guys?
Flop.
Flop. They're in the flop era.
That's so mean. I'm sorry. No, but the actual tweet I wanted to talk about was Dan's reply because so Phil used to do this thing where he would be like, "Please retweet, and I will give you emojis in return."
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten an emoji? I have.
I think maybe one.
Probably you've got like a billion replies. Probably.
Yeah, I
One of
think
them
maybe
must have been.
one.
Yeah, but I remember it was like a very competitive thing.
Oh my
Um,
god, yes. It was like the Hunger Games fighting for an emoji.
I know. So then that's what. So Dan tweets him like I retweeted to where's my emoji, and Phil gives him a blowfish emoji, which is so
Cute.
cute. And that tweet has like 5,000 retweets. Crazy. Like
And then he replies with, thank you.
he says thanks. Very dry.
Just like Dan.
Just like
Dry.
that. Yeah. I said this was like a kind of 2015 version of the Orange Heart a little bit.
Oh, a little bit.
A little bit.
Just them tweeting each other is so much fun. Because it's like, hee hee, you're actually sat next to each other on the sofa. And you're talking to one another on Twitter.
And you're talking to each other. Yeah, it's so like funny and cute. I do love when
Okay.
he like no wait, just one last thing. I just wanted to say that I love it when Dan is like an amazing Phil stan.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that one time where he was like replying to other people with like key smashes being like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you replied to me." Yeah. I just wanted to say that as a note.
That was such a good time. Anyway, to end the video, shall we do some outfit ratings?
Let's do it.
Phil is wearing a glorious burgundy red shirt with white hearts on it. It's a classic Phil shirt. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. It looks stunning. It's great.
It's great. I agree completely. I'm also giving it a 10 out of 10. It's shiny, it's lovely, it like looks really good on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really great. Sure.
Dan again is wearing his black Attack on Titan jumper that he wore in a previous video that we reviewed, which
Yeah.
was the
An amazing full video.
7-second challenge
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. I don't
I
remember
went
what
back and listened to my rating so that I could give it the same one, and I gave it a 7 out of 10, and I will stand by that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what I said. I must have said 7 also. Do you remember what I said? I said
Yes, I think you did,
yeah because
or
it's
something similar.
yeah. I don't think yeah. It was good for the time. He looked very cuddly in it. Like he looked very sweet.
He does a very good jumper.
Yeah. I don't think he has it anymore, unfortunately. But I mean, who
I
knows?
feel like that went
Into the charity shop.
into the charity shop. And finally, Fizz, for the final video ratings of the episode. Fizz, how many orange Dans out of 10 would you give this video?
I really enjoy how much of an effect Orange Dan had on you. I would give
It was a good one. It was fun.
It was fun. It was fine. I did not make a note about it. So I'm surprised that it's like... Okay, anyway. I would give this video... Ooh. Like a solid 8 out of 10? Yeah, 8 orange hands out of 10.
It's nice. I was also going to give it an 8.
Right? It's like really good. Yeah.
It's a good, solid Tumblr video.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's like an important distinction to make. Yeah. Really good
There's
video.
some good
Everyone should watch it.
references.
Yeah.
There's good references. There's some good art. There's some good content. Just a solid video, I think. So yeah, an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it really tells you where we were in history of fandom and the internet. Sorry,
Yes.
to put an educational twist on it, but yeah, I would recommend it. But
Yeah,
anyway,
go back and rewatch it. I think it's fun to watch these in sort of comparison to the new Twitter React videos as well. It's sort of nice to see the similarities and the differences.
agree. And it's also nice to see, like, I think clearly people have aged up, so their humor is also dialed up a
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, I agree. But that's that. That was that video.
That was the video. We hope you all enjoyed listening to this episode, Fizz.
Excuse me. Oh, we're gonna talk about what's next. I thought you were just like...
Yes, I was just about to ask. I was just
Oh.
about to say, Fizz, would you like to share with the listeners what video we are discussing next? I already know what it is, but I'm going to have a fake reaction when you tell us.
Okay. I did look at the playlist, but I didn't write it down, but I know. Okay. So the next video we're discussing, very exciting and a long time coming. We're doing the making of The Amazing Book is on Fire.
What? No way. Oh my god, that's my favorite video of all time.
It's literally the best video ever.
Fizz, I'm already going to tell you my rating for that video is a 10 out of 10.
Seriously, like, same. Like, it's gonna be such a fun video to cover. I love it. I can,
so good.
I can like play it in. I can play bits of it in my head. It's so crazy.
And this is spoilers when we talk about it next time, but I still, maybe not once a week, maybe once every couple of weeks, in my out loud, I will just go, fruit, fruit.
This one, yeah, literally, like, it's like getting a bunch of day in the life just like in one. You'll understand. Like, if you haven't watched this video, please.
Why are you listening to this podcast?
Why are you listening to this podcast? But also, like, this is homework. Like, if you usually like watch videos after listening to our episodes or whatever, watch this one first and then come to our episode, and then we'll have like a cute little kiki about it. But it's so good.
So good.
Yeah.
So we hope that you're all as excited as we are to talk about that video. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode. And we'll see you all next time. Or listen.
Bye.
We will listen. We won't listen to you, but we will see you metaphorically next time.
Yeah, we'll make you listen to us. Bye.
Bye.